The former American President Donald Trump is back in New York, and he's back for a second deposition in a legal battle over his company's business practices. This time, the stakes are even higher. A civil lawsuit worth about $250 million filed by the state attorney general is what is being looked at. Now, on the one hand, you have this cavalcade of Donald Trump's many cars that arrived in New York State Attorney General's office, and on the other side, there were protesters who had gathered with banners that said that no one is above the law, not even their former president. The ongoing deposition will take place behind closed doors, where the Republican leader will be grilled on the alleged charges that accuse him and his children of a decades-long scheme of manipulating property values and net worth in order to gain loans and tax benefits. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's lawyer has also issued a statement saying that he's got nothing to conceal and is actually pretty eager to testify before Attorney General Letitia James. Now, this is the former American president's second visit to the Empire State in 2 weeks to respond to several criminal and civil proceedings that he presently faces. Trump previously had flown to New York, and he was arraigned at the Manhattan Criminal Court. He was charged on 34 counts of felony in what is now known as the hush money scandal case from the District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office. The result, he's of course pleaded not guilty to any of the charges. This time round, the deposition can be a major turning point for Trump, who's of course seeking to be the Republican face for the 2024 presidential polls. The Democrat who's filed the civil lawsuit against Trump last September is not seeking $250 million from his empire, but is also aiming to bar his business from New York altogether. And my colleague Susan Tehrani is, of course, standing by and is joining us live from New York with more details on this story. Susan, the legal troubles for Donald Trump, it appears, are simply not going to end anytime soon. He's back in New York again, and this time, this is a much more serious and a more important case. This is about his tax filings, about the charges of, about his many financial dealings involving him and his children. Tell us more as to what Donald Trump presently faces in New York.
That's right. As you thoroughly mentioned, Mohammed, he is back here in Manhattan, once a place that he called home, but this time again facing Letitia James, who back in 2018, before she even ran for this position, promised to hold Donald Trump, quote unquote, accountable. She pledged to, quote, shine a bright light into every dark corner of his real estate dealings and every dealing, demanding truthfulness at every turn. And this was before any of this happened. So that's why a lot of people believe that this, like the previous one, notably Republicans, the previous charges regarding the hush money may be politically motivated, considering the fact that this is against the Trump company. And they overvaluated some of the aspects of the company to the banks in order to get better loans. That's something that's very commonly done. And so his supporters are asking, if it wasn't Donald Trump, would anyone have such a high stake case against them regarding overvaluating their company? But I do want to say that the former president is expected to once again plead the fifth. That means answer essentially no questions from Letitia James. The last time he was here was last August. He pleaded the fifth more than 400 times. So we're expecting the same this time as well.
All right. Very interesting there. Thank you very much indeed, Susan Tehrani, for joining us and getting us all those details there. We'll, of course, come back to you as more updates emerge in this story. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.